Journeying with Venerable Mother Mary Ward. Let's continue our reflection on the maxims of our Venerable Mother Mary Ward. Today, we are invited to reflect on her saying, "Take all, even the least thing, as coming directly from God." Mary Ward was ever conscious of God's presence in her life. There was nothing that happened that was not in His plan for her. She was able to see everything as coming directly from God. Even the opposition and difficulties she had to face, she did it with a courageous spirit, knowing that good would come from it all. She even saw the little dog which came to them when they seemed to have lost their way in the Alps as being sent by God to get them back on the right path. As I delve deeper into this maxim, it brings out a world of meaning. The maxim focuses on two main thoughts. One, that God throws umpteen opportunities our way, and that they are not there by chance, but there is a purpose, plan, and a path that is designed by God for us in our lives. The other being that God is the source of all the events and actions in our life. Even if it is something as insignificant as a butterfly perched on a flower, it might be totally inconsequential, but this side of the beautiful is a storehouse of experience and joy. I would like to conclude by saying that in living this beautiful gift called life, I invite each of you to imbibe the indomitable spirit that Mother Mary Ward had. For me, she has always been a strong influence on many occasions, especially when the going got tough. I always remember the way in which she was able to see God in all situations of her life, both professionally and personally, even in the most difficult and arduous moments. It brings me to this thought that nothing happens without a reason, and the intervention of the divine is always there. On thinking deeper, I would like to end by saying that we are never alone. He walks the path of life with us.
Dear friends, we have been on a pilgrimage with our foundress, Venerable Mary Ward, for the past 1 month. Today, we are on the last day of our reflections on her inspiring and life-giving sayings, which have taken us back to her life stories of her total trust in God, her indomitable spirit in the midst of oppositions, and her unflinching zeal for God's mission. The thought-provoking and challenging reflections on each day have ignited a spark of the divine and kept us connected with one another as a family. My sincere thanks to the sisters and the representatives of Friends of Mary Ward from the provinces and regions of IBVM and CJ, who have offered us the fruits of their reflections on the mind and maxims of Mary Ward, making them applicable and relevant to the present day. You have helped us to know, to love and imitate our foundress ever more deeply. I am ever grateful to the committee for their invaluable contributions in coordinating and editing the content. Dear viewers, thank you for being part of this pilgrim journey, finding time to reflect over the soulful words of Mary Ward, the incomparable woman, thus responding to a new way of seeing, thinking, acting, relating, and living. Remember that God is the end of all your actions, and therein you will find great satisfaction and think all things easy and possible, says Venerable Mary Ward. Let's continue to be men and women of joyful service, finding God in all things and all things in God.